What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a Teppen video. I know we haven't done a lot of Teppen on the channel in a long time outside of the occasional stream every now and then, but we do have a new pack that is called Day of Nightmares, which is a Resident Evil themed set. They do have other properties, like there is some Mega Man cards in there as well, a little bit of Dark Stalkers as well as that, but let's hop in and let's talk about what's new in the set. But first of all, we do have a login reward. So we do have here, you guys, upon your first login. Now, some people got this like earlier in the day. I saw some Android users get this, I think at like, what was it, at like early, like in the afternoon, like around 2 p.m. EST, something like that. But I did get mine at reset for a new day today. Is 10 packs of Day of Nightmares, as well as a bunch of Zen. You guys are going to get all the way up to day 5. Only 50. Insanely low. I think that should be like 300 minimum. Personally, I feel we're going to have a very big problem lack of resources going forward as they introduce more and more sets. But it is what it is at this point in time. But you guys are going to get an additional 200 Zenny, which is almost a pack. Almost a pack from the other 4-day login. But today is a good day login. 10 packs is a lot. So you guys see here in our inbox here, you guys can do that. There are also some other things you guys can get as well. So Nightmare Survivor, I neglected a lot of the Chronicles, I think ever since Jill came out. So Nightmare Survivor, you get 60 Zenny from that. You can get 50 souls from Star's Sworn Oath. Then you can also get the weapon, Get a Weapon Chronicle, that's another 60 Zenny. One-Shot Chronicle, One-Shot Kill Chronicle, that's going to be another 120 Zenny, so a lot there, and one pack as well for Seeker of the Truth. So Seeker of the Truth, I believe that one was like you had to beat them with 15 health in, I believe, like a minute or 90 seconds or something like that. So that is what's going on with that. But let's hop into the set and let's go over some of the cards you guys could potentially be looking out for. We still do have our regular core and our golden core for those of you guys that did really, really well in the whole Grand Prix. Now, keep in mind, from how this looks, my legendary charge is 27 out of 30 for my core set, and Day of Nightmares is new, so I'm pretty sure your legendary charges for your pity system is going to differentiate between Day of Nightmares or whatever new set they release going forward in your core set. Now, it probably is going to be a legendary charge specific for every single set. So keep that in mind. Let's see if they've done anything with the rates. See if anything's changed. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, 93% for rare, 6% for epic, 1% for legendary. That's what it's always been. So the rates are the same. Let's go and check cards. So these are the 4 cards you guys can get a secret rare version of. So we have 3 epic cards and then 1 common card, it looks like. So first of all, let's go with the common card, Ada Wong, which is going to be a 2/5 when played Explore for Stealth. And Stealth here is going to make a friendly unit unblockable. So kind of similar to like a flying mechanic, but not bad. That puts it in your hand whenever she's played. So 2/5 for 3. It's okay. I don't think it's fantastic, but it could be useful, you know, depending on the meta. If we get to a slower meta, maybe good. Then we have Albert Wesker, another version of him before he got the T-Virus. We have him at a 0/3, which is for 5. That's bad, kind of bad. When played, gains 1/1 for each time Revenge has activated. So definitely cannot be a first turn unit. He definitely needs to be a later game unit. So, and he does not have Revenge himself, so keep that in mind. He gains the 1/1 for every Revenge activated. So very, very late game card. I would say maybe one of if you really want to try him out, but I'm not feeling him too much personally. Now we have another card, another 2/1 for 4 with Shield Death Explorer for Chimera Ride Armor. Obtain card gets -2 MP cost. So let's see what the card does. Gives 2/2 and shield to a friendly unit. So that is very, very good. That is protection and pump all in one card for 3. That is very, very good. But considering you can only get it from playing this card, that's the drawback of the card, obviously. She does have shield, and she does have a tutor ability when she dies, so that could be good. I think if she was 3 cost, she would for sure be a very, very solid card. Because she is 4, she is going to take that spot of your 4-drop Feline, or she's going to, you know, be in that curve for your Iris as well. 4, I think, is going to be harder to fit her in, but still a pretty cool card. Pretty cool utility card. And then we have combo, which I believe that is the double attack mechanic. That's what I thought. And then when played, if your explore count is 3 or higher, it gains +2, +4. That's really, really good. So definitely, Nash is insanely good if you have that explore mechanic going at 3 or higher, which honestly isn't very hard to do, especially since he is a 4-drop. He's going to become... Excuse me, oh my gosh. Excuse me. He's going to become a 3/9, which is insanely big, with double strike, combo double strike for us MTG players. So that is very, very good. Basically makes him a better version of Carlos, but Carlos does not have that restriction of having to use Explore. So, you know, take that as you will. Both the same mana cost of 4, so both really, really good cards nonetheless, though. But Carlos is free with Jill, so whereas that is, obviously, you have to pull that. So let's go into some of the other cards. I don't know if we'll have time to go over all the epics. Actually, I guess we kind of could. Let's go as fast as we can, though. Alright, so now we have State of Nothingness, which is a Ryu 2-drop spell. Gives your friendly unit +1 attack for each time you have used an action card this battle. Very, very similar to the legendary Ryu card as well, getting +1 to his burst when he's played, when he attacks units. So giving 1 attack for every action card used. So it fits with the Ryu mechanic of wanting to play your actions first and then kind of close out the games with those specific cards. Then we have Jill, which is a 5-drop 2/9. When exploring, gains the following abilities in order shown below. First time you explore, he gains Veil. Second time you explore, you get combo. Third time, +4 attack. No additional effects after third time. So that means every time you explore, you're going to do something. So the first time you're going to get that Veil, which is the Shroud, which means you're immune to status elements. And the second time you get combo, and the third time you get +4. So your hearts aren't running a lot of like seal abilities. Which actually, seal abilities won't even be able to be affected, because once she gets that Veil from the first Explorer, she's immune to, like, the Dinosaur Seal or the, you know, Spell Sealing, and she's going to be, you know, if you can get that third Explorer, she's going to be a 6/9 with combo and Veil. That can be pretty insane. So, very, very cool card. Definitely you have to use the Explorer mechanic. So, gain the following abilities in order shown below. So, I'm pretty sure that's how it works, because it says when exploring. It doesn't say of things you've explored already. So you should be able to get all 3 abilities. If you can, very, very solid for a 5-drop. Good stats for a 5-drop. I like it. Now we have Teostra, the Eternal King. Agility, Explorer for Supernova. 7 for 3/7. Kind of low for a 7-drop, but let's look at it. Deal 8 damage to all units except Teostra. So that's why he's really good. 4-drop of dealing 8 damage to everything. You know, complete, should be a pretty big board wipe. You know, or at least like killing at least 1 or 2 units for sure. With that 8 damage. Because a lot of the units nowadays are, you see even he himself, are around that 7 toughness area. So, he can be pretty good in that. And plus the fact that he gets to explore for that for free is really, really good. So, very, very solid. Then we have Atrans, copies the cards in your EX pocket and returns them to the top of your deck in random order. I don't know how I feel about this. It only costs 1, right? So you can always chain it. So it doesn't take away. It doesn't, from the sounds like it copies them. It doesn't put them out of your EX pocket. So basically, if you have really, really good cards in your EX pocket, this could make it better. So this could definitely see a lot of play in green, black Revenge. But if you're going to play dual color, keep in mind you're not going to be able to play anything over a 6-drop. But a lot of the Revenge decks you don't need to, but you will lose out on Obliterate for black, which is a very crucial card in the metagame right now. So it would depend if this card, along with other green cards you're going to want to play in your black-green Revenge deck, is really going to tip the scale to where you would not want to play Obliterate, depending on the metagame. You know, with purple becoming more and more popular, it seems like that Obliterate is really needed for revenge decks. So, but we'll have to see how the meta goes and how this card can adjust to the meta. But still a pretty neat card for a lot of different tools and card advantage and things like that. Now we have a 2/6 flyer for 6. When on the field, reduce damage taken of 3 or less to 1. So basically, he's going to be able to tank a lot of the three attack hits. And then after dealing damage to enemy hero, return a random unit with 5 HP or less to the deck. Now, it doesn't say printed HP, so you could use that on any unit that's taken damage for the battle or, you know, the game, as well as just a straight unit that has 5 HP. So, really cool card, actually. The fact that he has flight, he can get around, you know, most of the units in play because he's going to be able to just go over them. That's going to make this card really strong. And the fact that it goes back to the deck, it's not a kill, but going back to the deck, it's not going back to the hand, it's not going back to the EX pocket, things like that. It makes it really nice. So that's really sweet card there. Now let's move on into General Rapid Leader. So General, so spillover mechanic, what that is going to do, which thankfully we can see it right there, but it's going to deal half damage dealt to a unit to adjacent units as well. So this guy will be awesome in your middle row, obviously, because any damage you're doing to that one unit in the middle row, you're also going to be dealing it to the other 2 rows as well. Otherwise, you only target 1 row if he's on the top or bottom row. Oh my gosh, why am I so tired now? All right, and then Victory is going to explore for Reploid Force. So Reploid Force is going to give 1/5 to all friendly units. Absolutely insane. I think this card is super strong. Obviously, you're going to have to probably run this on an X deck exclusive because he is going to need pumps to become really effective. Because his only downside about him, like his whole kit is awesome, but the problem is he's really lackluster in stats. For 7, only a 3/5. Like, for instance, Chris Redfield's a 2/7. So with only 5 health, he's going to have a lot of hard time surviving, being a 5-drop. But he does have that built-in getting the 1/5 to all friendly units. So you play him, immediately you can chain with this card. So that is the cool part about this, is that you can immediately, basically, make him into a 410? Yeah, so you can immediately make him into a 410. So basically, he is a 410 because he's going to be able to get Reptilian Force immediately into your hand, and because it costs 2, if your opponent is going to chain with something, you are going to be able to play it right away. So the only thing you want to make sure is you not getting dropped into a situation where they drop a unit and it can deal 5 damage right away. So the red matchup is going to be tricky to play with because of all the in-play damage effects. So, but keep that in mind. But still pretty cool card. Alright, then we have Monstrous Virus. This card is scary for both people. It's going to give your purple hero immune to damage for 30 seconds and immune to life sacrifice effect for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, you lose the game. So this basically makes your hero immune to all damage, and you can't lose life from any effects for 30 seconds. Why this is kind of cool, you could like stack the counter, the things like half your life to counter spells. So you basically can have like this god mode going on for a while, where you can just like not worry about any of your life. But I beat a deck like this today because they failed to kill me in 30 seconds. So you have to make sure you win, or you know, you lose. So kind of cool card. Then we have Hunk, Grim Reaper, Shield, and when a friendly unit dies, gain 1/1 in Shield. So pretty cool for 4. Very low stats, obviously, but you know, he does have a really good effect if you can have your purple units die. It's a very different style deck of purple we're going to see, I think, as opposed to the big boy Supreme Pump, make it flying and just like deal lots and lots of damage. This is going to be a more, and I've seen more variants of this on the ladder already in A rank, where we've seen a lot more variation of units, so pretty cool unit nonetheless. And then we have this is going to be Jury, a 2/8 5-drop. After dealing damage to an enemy hero, explore for Fang Engine. Fang Engine gives friendly unit 1/4 agility, combo, and spillover. Absolutely insane. And the fact is that after dealing damage to an enemy hero, you get to do it every time. So this could be one of the new premier units we are going to see possibly the purple halt, flying, unblockable deck, you know, so on and so forth, being used as another target. This could, if I could pull this, this may take the place of my Dante, to be honest. You have to deal damage, but if you do deal damage, this can be insane of giving your guy a 1/4 agility combo in spillover. Seems absolutely nutty. So, every time you deal damage, that seems absolutely insane. So now let's move on to black finally. So we have Nemesis. When played, gains 1/1 for each 1/1 for each time this card has been placed on the field during this battle. Death returns the EX pocket. So starts as a 1/1, then it's going to be a 2/9, then it's going to be a 3/10, so on and so forth, blah, 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 blah. So the fact that it is legendary, you only get one copy, but the cool thing about it being legendary is you get to replay it as often as you want. So that is really, really good. So the only way he doesn't return to the EX pocket is if, like, you have that new dragon card, you can send him back to the deck, I guess. Other than that, he's going to go back to the EX pocket every time, which is really cool. It means you always are going to have a drop in your hand. You're always going to have an option for something, and he's just going to get stronger and stronger all the time. So to be really effective, I still feel black is a hard color for him to be in. If this was a purple card, this card would be absolutely bonkers. But because he is black, black doesn't have the best pumps in the game like purple or green or red do. So we'll have to see how good he'll be for his... Obviously, his stats are really, really low for a 5-drop, but that's because of his ability to get bigger and bigger as the game goes on, as the more times you play him. So we'll have to see how he will shape up in the meta. But a cool card. I think he's probably one of the bottom, though, for as far as the new legends go. And then we have here a 3/6 Demon Victory Explorer for Salvation of Souls. Salvation of Souls is select one friendly unit. All units other than that selected unit become 2/2 for each unit changed. The select unit gains 1/1. All other units than the selected unit become 2/2. So do they... I'm thinking they all become... Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. So, got it. This is like the sheep and frog tokens we used to see in MTG. So what this is you select whatever unit you want to stay strong, and basically all their units become just vanilla 2/2s. That's... Wow. So that just completely screws purple. That's completely screws Big Boy Purple. Wow. That's actually insane. This card, Salvation's actually nuts. Wow. You can only get it through a 7-drop, and you have to get a victory for Explorer. So, that's the problem. And this guy has no way to get around things. Interesting. But that card is bonkers. I don't see you losing the game after you do that. That seems insane. Alright. So, finally, Living Death. An 8-drop spell removes all units from play. You and your opponent move 3 units into your respective graveyards to the field. Interesting. Alright. That's definitely a oh yikes button, and then you just get all your stuff back, and hopefully you have the 3 best creatures that it targets. Because you don't get to move... I don't think you get to select the units. It's probably as random. So... obviously, if you have better stuff in your yard than your opponent, then you'll have better things. Now, I wonder how that will interact with Revenge, because I wonder if you've triggered the Revenge mechanic, if you can get your Revengeance back into play, because normally you can't. Once they die, they're gone. But Revenge does work that it goes into back into your hand, or back into your deck, rather, after they die the one time. So I would assume you could bring them back still, but we'll have to see how that goes. But that's pretty sweet, I have to say. Couple of cards I did want to shout out here in the epics. We're already at 19 minutes. Oh my god, just to go over the legendary heroes. So this card I already know is going to be really, really good. This is a 1/6 with 1/1 resonate. So very, very strong. Not as high resonate as you guys know it on Heisenko and Ibuki, but still the fact that it is 2 to 3 cost less than Ibuki, and you can start with this. I feel this is going to be a powerful card in the meta for purple. This card is really, really good. Rush, Agility, and Spillover. When you do Resonate, though, it does inflict Seal on itself, but that's That was a really strong card I've seen as well. And then this card, when played, if there is a friendly purple unit other than itself with an MP cost of 4, gains 1/3. While on the field, this unit's attacks cannot be blocked. Wow, so that's insane. So you basically become a 2/8, and he's unblockable. As long as you have a friendly purple unit other than itself with MP cost 4. So it has to have an MP cost of 4 though, so you do very, very different style of deck from the regular purple deck we've been seeing, but still a super, super strong card. Then there's this card, gains 2/4 if there is a purple unit in your hand or EX pocket with a M cost of 4 as well. And then what was there was another card. Oh yeah, it was a rare, I think. Yeah, which I'm not going to go over rares, but very good. Those cards stuck out to me. I've seen those a lot in the purple metagame that I've been playing in ranked, so I did want to shout those out. We had this. We already went over this. That was the secret rare card. Then we have when exploring gains 1/2. Copies a friendly unit and places it on the field. That's pretty cool, but it does cost 5. That's a little expensive. Then we have a 2/6. When played, if your explore count is 3 or higher, gives all friendly units 1/2. So still pretty cool card as well. Then we have a 3/10 with flight, just a generic one for your epic there. And then we already went over Albert Wesker. So I'm not gonna go over all the epics, but pretty cool set, I have to say. So let me know what you guys think of Day of Nightmares. I kind of spent too much time in this video, but I just wanted to go over a lot of the cool cards that we have to see in this set. So let me know what you guys think of the set. Are you guys going to be pulling on this set or not? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think of Teppen. Are you guys still playing the game? Do you guys want to see us still cover it on the channel? Either way, I'm still probably going to cover it, but I just want to see your feedback, guys, of what you guys are enjoying, what we're covering on the channel. Whether you guys are enjoying the Loon, if you're enjoying random games we're playing, Teppen, let me know what you guys think overall. But I do thank you guys so much for checking out the video today. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you drop a like down below, ring that bell, and hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. This is Fort Misery Gaming, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.